EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Taylor will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Seahawks, first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Chris Carson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Score Seahawks 7, Rams nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive, not like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. They find some open field here. Touchdown, LA! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the right.
Here's a diving catch right side. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyrod Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quick.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. On first down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. This is caught. It's Woods. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action, it's Taylor. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Buying time to his left, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Taylor. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They go play action now. Wilson going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Wilson now to throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun to give to Henderson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a run with Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He completes it to Beckham. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now it's Taylor. Touchdown! Bryson Hopkins from 3 yards out, and the Rams add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
It's the score, Rams 28, Seahawks 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. He goes full extension, and he's got it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Benson Mayowa able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
At the 16-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Taylor to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Play action, now Taylor. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you. That could win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
129 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Second down, it's Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Taylor to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Taylor. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. 4th down, here's Taylor. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.